Yo, I know I've been making a lot of list videos lately, but there's a reason for that, and the reason for that is I just got a new job. I'm still trying to balance the YouTube life with job life and trying to find a good schedule to fit both in. I still have yet to figure that out. So, in the time being, give me a few days, maybe 3 or 4 more days or so to figure all this stuff out, and then I'll be back to uploading diversified content, vlogs, reviews, all that stuff again, alright? So just give me a few days to figure this all out. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and today we have the top 10 Creed fragrances. And I checked my Creed collection before this. I had about 12, okay? So I had barely enough to make this list. So, I just want to throw that out there for you guys. I think you guys would find it funny. Everyone who got into fragrances knows Creed, basically. So if you got into niche, the first thing you probably heard of is Creed AVENTUS. Yeah, that's the first bottle. Everyone knows about them. So why are they so popular? To me, it's because they're versatile. They're versatile fragrances that can be used anytime. They smell good. They smell mass appealing. All that jazz. So with that said, let's jump right into the number 10. Alright, number 10, we have Green Irish Tweed. Now this is one of my more recent purchases, and the reason I waited so long, I've been in the fragrance game for almost 3 years now, the reason I waited so long to buy this is because it's probably one of my least favorites in terms of smell. Not that it smells bad, but it just smells generic. But it still smells good though. There's nothing to hate about this. I wore this yesterday to work and I feel good. I felt good wearing it. I didn't feel like I had any hate or dislike towards this scent. I enjoy wearing this scent. What I don't enjoy about it is the price tag. There's no way in this era, 2018, going into 2019 now, do you have to pay $400 for a scent like Cool Water, okay? None of that anymore. Maybe back then it was a revolutionary scent, but in today's modern era, still a great scent and deserving to be on this list because, this thing sparks so many fragrances. It deserves to be here. Come on, man. Give some last love to Green Irish Tweed here. Next up, we have Creed Himalaya. Now, this is a really pleasant smelling fragrance, but it falls into the same kind of vein as Green Irish Tweed for me, is that it smells kind of like a designer fragrance, right? And I've heard it is a clone of a Paco Rabanne fragrance called Excess. I forgot which one actually came first. I didn't do my research, but this smells sort of like a designer fragrance. It doesn't smell uber niche. Again, a few years ago, this might smell like a really good groundbreaking type of fragrance, but not anymore, alright? It's modern era now. We shouldn't pay $400 for something like this or Green Irish Tweed anymore. I still stand by that statement completely, but still, this is a wearable fragrance anytime at all. I still love the smell of this. It's really cooling. It's really fresh. It makes me feel good every time I wear it, hence I bought it, and my girlfriend also really enjoyed this one off me. Every time I wear it, she says it smells really nice, really refreshing, and my best time to wear this fragrance is actually in the summer or springtime. So I highly recommend this one if you want to go for a nice, versatile, cooling fragrance for the summertime, if you have the cash, that is. If you don't, get the designer version. Moving up, we have number 8. Now we're getting into the more of the unique Creed territory, and number 8 is Bois de Portugal. Now this is a signature scent for Frank Sinatra back in the day, or that's what I've read anyway. I don't know how true that is, but that is awesome. Me being a big fan of Frank Sinatra, I love his music a lot, and that was the main motivation for you to buy this, because if it is true that this is Frank Sinatra's signature scent, it works, man. I can totally imagine him wearing this fragrance. It's really sophisticated, it's classy, but also has a lot of character. Like a rich, elegant musician, sophisticated gentleman. Yeah, basically like Frank Sinatra. This smells so good, and I highly recommend this. If you're 25 or older or 30 or older and you like a clean, sophisticated gentleman fragrance, this is one of the best one out there, man. I love this scent so much, and I don't know how it's doing right now in the Creed store, but Creeds generally weed out anything that doesn't sell well. I don't think this is one of their best sellers, so maybe in the future this will get faded out. So before that happens, pick up this bottle for yourself. Again, if you like clean, sophisticated, green, gentlemanly fragrance, man, this is like top notch. Top 5 or even top 3 in that particular category. Moving up to number 7, we have Virgin Island Water. And Virgin Island Water is so good, especially for the summertime. Oh, wow. Alcoholic coconut concoction. This is what I like to call this fragrance. Smells very tropical, smells like a tropical alcoholic drink. Really good, very creative from House of Creed. This one though, I would say it's not the best of a compliment getter for me, but I've heard from friends that this is one of their most complimented fragrances. So I guess it depends on where you wear it, your crowd, your personality. I guess you need to be able to rock this, but my friend reported that this is his number 1 most complimented fragrances ever. For me, that's not the case, but I just want to throw that information out to you guys so you guys can make a judgment for yourself. For me, like I said, not the most mass appealing. Well, my friend, massive compliments, so take it as you will. But smell wise, this is still one of my favorites. It's really good. Actually, from this point forward, all the smell of these Creed fragrances that I'm about to mention are amazing, all of them, starting from this one. So the smell of this, Amazing, very creative. Again, Virgin Island Water, number 7. Moving on to number 6, we have a discontinued one. This one's called ACIER Aluminium. Now, the reason that I'm putting a discontinued fragrance on this list is because it just recently got discontinued, okay? So you can still find this in gray market, maybe on eBay or some really good sellers or something like that. But I want to tell you guys about this because this is so good. If this wasn't discontinued, it would be higher on the list. I just love this fragrance a lot. I wore it a lot more when I was in Alaska. Not so much now because in Vegas weather, it's hard to wear something that is kind of spicy and rich like this. Oh man, spicy, rich, powdery. That's what this fragrance is. It smells like a knight in shining armor. It's literally one of the most insane smelling, medieval smelling Creed fragrance ever. It just smells good. It doesn't smell like it's from this era. It smells like it's from the era before, and it smells fantastic. I bet you back then when ACIER Aluminium was first released and people smelled it, they probably went crazy because this is, oh my god guys, so unique. Even after all the OG fragrance that I smell, all the OG discontinued fragrances, all of it that I've smelled throughout the years, this is one of the most unique one from that era. So ACIER Aluminium, man, grab this one if you can. Find a good deal on it on eBay or whatever. It's still out there. It's just got recently discontinued, like I said. So yeah, grab it before it's gone. Number 5, we have another discontinued fragrance, but this one got discontinued at the same time as ACIER Aluminium, so you can still find it out there right now. Now I've talked about this one a little bit before, so you know when you see it. This one is called ZESTE Mandarin Pamplemousse. My favorite niche citrus. That's what I said all before, and I still stand by it. This is my favorite niche citrus. Now personally, I don't care a lot about citrus fragrances because there's only so many ways to do a citrus fragrance, right? You smell 10 of them, you basically smell almost all of them because citruses are inherently very simple notes. You can't really do too much with citrus, but this one somehow found a way to make citrus unique again, and it's crazy to think about, but this one was, you know, I don't know how many like 10, you know, how many decades old now, and it's still one of the most unique citrus fragrances out there. That's saying a lot of stuff about the citrus that's coming out in the modern era. They all kind of lack creativity in my opinion in comparison to this one, so props to the OG right here. Still really good. I bet it was good back then too. It's still good now. I wish they didn't discontinue this. Out of all the Creeds that they discontinued, if I could only bring one back, I'd bring this one back. I wish they didn't discontinue it. It's a gem. It's really it's a gem. So if you're a citrus lover, if you're a summer fragrance lover, if you've not checked this one out yet, please do. You're gonna do yourself a huge favor here. And even if you buy a bottle right now and you don't like it, you can sell it. You know, it's discontinued, or you keep it for a few months and you sell it again. You probably get a higher price from it. But yeah, the most important thing is if you love citrus, you need to try this bottle. All right, next one, we're getting to the heavy hitters. The next one is MILLESIME IMPERIAL, number 4. Now this is, oh my god, I'm running real low on this shit. This is my girlfriend's favorite Creed on me. She says it smells the most manly. I think back then in 2017, we did a list on top 10 favorite fragrances picked by girlfriend. I think she picked this as a number 1. She really enjoys this one, and that kind of brings me to enjoy wearing this as well because, you know, I wear it, she's happy, I'm happy, you know what I mean? So yeah, this got me to really love MILLESIME IMPERIAL. Now before, my girlfriend said this was her favorite. I love the smell to begin with, but I just don't like the longevity. Like, it doesn't last all that long to me. Like, on my skin only about 4 hours. But I guess that doesn't matter so much. I live here in Las Vegas now. It's super hot. It's scorching hot over the summertime, and I can wear this and have no problem. I don't care if it lasts 4 hours, I reapply. But back then when I used to live in Alaska, it was cold, and I want a fragrance that actually projects. So back then in Alaska, I didn't enjoy this so much. Now in Vegas, this is one of the best fragrances for the summertime, and especially again with a girlfriend, it just does magic. Now, one more thing I have to say about this is that I can't talk about the gold bottle. I can't talk about the new batch. This is the old one. As you can see, the new one is like all gold and nice looking and everything. So this is an older batch for me. I'm guessing the new batch won't last as long either. It's not like Creed to be like, oh yeah, let's up the quality for once. Let's decide we care about our customers. Let's actually bring up the quality instead of bringing it down like we've been doing for the past 10 years. Now, I don't think Creed would ever do that. So again, never try a new batch, but I don't think it's gonna last as long. Number 3, we have the king itself, the community king. This one is called Creed AVENTUS. Now the cap of my AVENTUS is gone. I dropped it, I dropped the bottle, it landed like this, broke the cap, okay? So yeah, cap, RIP. But the juice, still really good. Now the reason this is not at number 2 or number 1 is because it is, to me, the most polarizing fragrance that I've personally ever worn in my collection. There's some days where this gets me really good compliments, and some days where it gets me so many negative reactions that it makes me feel depressed. Like, it really depends on the day. Like, it's really bad. This fragrance is either very volatile off my skin or it smells gorgeous off my skin. I really can't decide, and that's the reason why I haven't been wearing it for a while because I just don't feel confident putting on AVENTUS because I don't know what I'm gonna get throughout the day. And yeah, just that fact alone pushed me away from this fragrance. But the smell itself, personally, I love the smell. You guys love the smell as well. Otherwise, it still wouldn't be popular today, okay? But one problem with AVENTUS, actually tons of problems with AVENTUS. Number one, the batch variation is completely a thing. Some are more fruity, some are more birchy, some are, you know, it's everywhere, really. They really can't get that shit together, honestly. This is a 2015 batch, for those who care. The batch code is 15X01. This is a really birchy smelling batch, really smoky, heavy birchy, not so much on the pineapple. I think new batches nowadays are more heavily on the pineapple and less of the birch, but I don't know. I've not tried any of the newer batch yet, but they really gotta get that shit under wrap, to be perfectly honest, because now I can't even pick up this bottle and put it in top 10 list anymore. Like, I don't feel good putting this one in a top 10 list or putting any AVENTUS in a top 10 list because the bottle that I've tested will not be the same bottle that you tested. It wouldn't even have the same smell. It would be similar, but it wouldn't have the same smell. So how would I know if your batch works for you if I haven't tested your exact batch yet? Because my batch is different from yours. My batch is more smoky. It works for me sometimes, it doesn't work for me sometimes, but that could be completely different for you, even though we own the exact same fragrance. So loads of problem with Creed AVENTUS. Also, the price is very expensive as well. It really, it's a great fragrance. It does what it does, but it puts me off sometimes with all the negativity that goes around with it. And as a reviewer, it's very frustrating to have a fragrance that is with the same name that with everyone else, but you can't review it, or you can't put it in top 10 list. You can't talk about it because same name but different smell. Yeah, rant over on AVENTUS. Number 3, still really good fragrance. I'm not gonna knock the smell. It smells amazing. It's one of the most creative fragrance ever made alive on this planet. So yeah, Creed AVENTUS, I'm giving it its place on the list. You know, it's deserving of being in the top 5, and to me, it's number 3. All right, number 2, we have Creed's Viking. Now, Creed's Viking is one of my more newer favorite discoveries. I discovered this back in 2017. I wore it throughout 2017. Like the last half of the year in 2017, I wore almost nothing but Viking. Like I fell head over heels for this fragrance because when I wore it, I felt so me. I felt like it fits my personality, my style, my everything. It feels like it's like an extension of Imagine Scent. It's who Imagine Scent is if it was put into a scent, if you know what I mean. It just feels so good, and it gets good compliments as well. It doesn't get beast compliments, but it gets good compliments, especially at work and at the club. When you're dancing with this, oh my god. Bro, when you're dancing with this, it's a whole nother level. It feels so good. And if you're in Vegas, the clubs here requires you to wear like a really nice collared shirt or even dress up. This fragrance, oh my god, it's perfect. A dressed up clubbing occasion, Viking, it's game over. That's it. Best occasion to wear Viking ever. But now, if we move past that occasion, when else do I wear Viking? And the answer is every time. This is a very versatile fall and winter fragrance. Great fall and winter signature fragrance. One of the best from Creed that I've ever tried in my life. Number 2 spot, Viking. I cannot say enough good stuff about this thing. Last one, you guys probably guessed, is the second Creed that I ever owned, but still my favorite Creed till today because of many reasons, and that fragrance is Silver Mountain Water. Now, Silver Mountain Water is my favorite on my own skin and also my girlfriend's favorite on her own skin. We wear this together. This is like our couple scent, our unisex couple scent. We smell good together. It's very refreshing. It's very icy. I love this fragrance. Also has a nice green vibe mixed with a little bit of fruity vibe as well. It's just a really well-rounded fragrance that can be worn anytime at all and any season. I wear this fragrance year-round. It's probably one of the only Creed that I would wear year-round. From summer, from dead heat in summer to the sheer coldness of Alaska, I've worn this fragrance in every occasion possible, and it never failed to make me feel good. It never failed to just make my day. Like, I've never worn this fragrance and then regret it, if you know what I mean. It's one of my most favorite fragrance in my collection. If I were to make a top 10 niche that I'll definitely keep for the rest of my life, this will be in it. Probably in the top 5 or top 3. That's how much I care about Silver Mountain Water. I know there's lots of clones out there. A lot of you guys tell me, have you tried Mephisto yet? Have you tried whatever that fragrance is that's a clone of? I forgot what the name is, like in a tiny bottle. Yeah, no, I've not tried any of those, and I don't care about trying any of those because I like the original. I like Silver Mountain Water, and yeah, that's that for me. Amazing scent. Oh, and by the way, in compliments, it is comparable to AVENTUS. This thing gets me as much compliments as AVENTUS does without all the negativity. I feel completely safe wearing this. I don't feel at all safe wearing this. So hence why I love this one so much more in every category, versatility wise and compliment wise. This thing takes over AVENTUS any day from my experience. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you like this video, subscribe if you haven't yet, and with that said, I hope you guys have an easy life. Oh, almost forgot, share down below what your favorite Creed is. Don't have to be top 10, man. Just share your number 1 favorite Creed in your collection ever. I want to see what you guys are rocking with in this house. So, and with that said, again, have an easy life. I'm gonna make that thing. Hashtag easy life. That's gonna be my go-to ending saying from now on. So yeah, guys, hashtag easy life. And I'll see you guys next time in a video. Peace. Bye.